What is up, YouTube? Just want to take a minute to say thank you for checking out my video. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment, dislike, all the fun stuff, just to help the YouTube algorithm do its thing and get me out there in front of more people so they can tell me that my head's too shiny or I'm stupid or whatever. I need to be nicer to this little fuzzball here. Okay, she doesn't want to sit up there, so anyway. And then I still have the Patreon. I'm working on what I want to do with that for Patreons. Maybe put their suggestions or comments or whatever to the front of the list. Um, I don't know. Maybe as I get bigger, I'll do something else too. But I've got that, and then I also have a Amazon affiliate link. Both of those links for the Patreon and the Amazon are down in the description below. With the Amazon, it's regular Amazon. Only difference is if you purchase something from that or using that link, I get a little commission off that. So that would be great. No additional charge for you guys though, and I do not get to see who bought what. I do see what was bought, but not who bought it. But yeah, we'll get to that video here shortly. You guys have a good one. I know I'm not the only one who regret the things I've done. Get it, ow! Turn down the light. That's really cool. I can turn it on, yeah, turn it on. Guys were asking where she'd been and when she might be back. So tonight Brenda invited Bryn, who has a pussy cat. TK wants to say hi. Is that acid? What's up, YouTube? It's your friendly neighborhood Runningbaldman back again for another video. And it's the end of August already. Oh. And I'm a year older. I've made another trip around the sun. My birthday was a couple days ago on the 28th, so didn't really do anything. Yeah, I mean, you get past a certain age, you don't do anything. So I think I've been at that age for quite some time. But enough about that. Today is story time, and we've got a fun one today. It's drinking from the furry cup. Drinking from the furry cup. I don't know what to think about it. I mean, he looks Scottish with his kilt and all, but I don't know. But let's get into it here. Drinking from the furry cup. Generations of virile McDuffs had drank from the furry cup, taking a regular sup from the furry cup had brought them great luck in their lives. Wealth, incredible health, and wonderful wives. You could not drink from a finer vessel. The furry cup had the same or the kind of softness your chin wanted to nestle. So far, I'm not too impressed. Through the years, the Macduffs had no fear of the odd stray hair that would get lodged in their mouth. It could easily be pulled out. The clan's luck changed when Malcolm Macduff was killed at close range. We've all had that stray hair in our mouths a time or two. The family heirloom had been lost. much to Keith McDuff's cost. It made him so cross that his father was grabbed and stabbed as he was mumbling in the moss. Okay. Keith made subsequent failed attempts at wooing the lassies he was pursuing. He didn't need to get the furry cup in his mouth for lassies to lose all doubt. Hmm. Following his father's advice, he slurped from the furry cup once or twice. Through Malcolm's insistence, Keith had been on the path to a charmed existence. Keith tried enhancing his Highland dancing. That type of dancing's not going to get you drinking from the furry cup. Although, is it a really furry cup these days? To catch the attention of a bonny lass, but for him courtship continued to be an impasse. In the evenings before the night would set in, Keith would begin wrestling the one-eyed monster as hard as he could near dubbed Loch Ness or Lochwood. Okay, but he was wrestling the one-eyed monster. Yeah. Keith was filled with doubt whenever he tried to sniff out the furry cup's location. There were many unfounded rumors as to where it had been taken. At the end of a shinty game, he finally got the name of the black-headed reprobate who drank from the furry cup in a frenzied state. I mean, reprobate, that's kind of a big word for these kind of books. Keith startled McKnight as he sipped from the furry cup under the torchlight. Young Macduff settled the score with a gleaming claymore. Wow. It must have been Macduff's furry cup. Keith could hardly believe how easily the furry cup had been retrieved. But after every drink, his breath would stink. Might need to wash that furry cup. Another of Keith's woes was that the cup's hair would tickle his nose. Yeah, these days that's a trimmed, but yeah, it definitely needs to be washed. From the heavens above, Malcolm was sending his love. He longed to speak and give his son tips on how to perfect his drinking technique. Sipping from the furry mug for a full hour could bring forth a spectacular golden shower. But this secret had died with Malcolm to the detriment of his son. I don't know, if I'm drinking from a furry cup and I get a golden shower, I ain't drinking from that cup no more. Maybe it's just me, but no thank you. Drinking from the furry cup at length had given Keith considerable strength. To bring glory to the family name, he put himself forward for the Highland Games. Unlike before, when he would lose face and suffer a frequent loss, Keith came in first place in the caber toss. He had earned the respect of women who had previously spurned his every advance, lassies who had never given him a chance. After a fortnight of drinking from the furry chalice, he won the affection of his bonny lass called Alice. I'm actually more excited about the Loch Ness Monster right there. Within a few months, the two were wed. A year later, Keith was putting a wee bairn to bed. I mean, her furry cup must have been lined with gold or something. After 2 weeks, they got married. In our lifetimes, fortune smiles on us all, creating opportunities which only we ourselves can forestall. If given the chance to drink from the furry goblet, avoid regret, don't hesitate, and be sure your reward will be great. And that was the end of drinking from the furry cup. The back of it. The Macduff claim had a strong tradition of drinking from the furry cup. Engaging in this activity had granted them great luck in their lives until Malcolm Macduff had the furry goblet prized from his cold, dead fingers. Yeah, definitely not too impressed with drinking from the furry cup. I mean, the name sounds funny, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe because it was Scottish themed ish, but yeah, definitely not my favorite one I've done so far. But that is going to do for today. That was drinking from the furry cup. Y'all have a good day, and I'll see you next time.